everybody. Welcome to the party. It's Sunday and time for more wrestling awesomeness. But before we get started, we have some announcements.
I guess I should tell you about... Today's show is brought to you by... Rue Inc., the mistress of maps. Tabletop Loot, where you can get 15% off your next purchase with code WTTPDICE. Wait, there's another one. So Nerdware, where you can get 10% off your next purchase by using the promo code WELCOME. And of course, it's made possible by online platforms like Roll20. Head over to roll20.net/start/WTTP to get your free account today. We also have a Discord. Check it out. And we have a Patreon. Viewers like you can support what we do.
So I'm on a dime.
That also seems so very familiar.
I can't imagine why.
On our way to where the air is sweet.
Wouldn't that be nice? All right, let's go around and introduce ourselves. I'm going to start with Fox.
I wasn't ready.
I literally almost always start with you or end with you. Either way.
And yet, Kate. Hey, folks. My name is Fox Barrett at Fox_Barrett on Twitter. Today I will be playing Ash, the beleaguered and chip on her shouldered wrestle lady. She's the anti-hero playbook. And my announcer, whose name I'm blanking on because...
Benny Templeton. His name is Benny Templeton.
Benny Templeton, grizzled veteran of the circuit.
Awesome. Thank you. Simon.
Hello, I am Simon on Twitter and on Itch at Lucha Libris, and today I am playing the monster of the promotion, Katrina Calavera, formerly Death Blossom, but has since risen from her grave to seek righteous vengeance. I'm also announcing as Ramiro Rudioso, and occasionally might be providing some visiting from a few furry friends from a familiar place, a familiar avenue, a familiar lane, a cul-de-sac of some kind of seeded variety. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Thank you. Smurf.
Hi, everybody. I'm Smurf. Tonight, we're going to be painting beautiful pictures in our words to describe some wrestlings. And during that entire process, I'm going to be playing Ron Steerling, who is the lovable douchebag of PWN.
Awesome. You're the lovable douchebag. It's true. And Jackie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jackie, better known as Death by Mage, and I will be playing the High Flyer, the Cook, and also the ever so stoic idol, Johnny Wong.
Who's always eating lately, it seems like. See, the cook is always cooking, and Johnny who's always eating. Seems like a match made in heaven.
It worked itself out.
And I'm Kate. I do the creative. I try to keep the story going and throw these fun wrestlers and
it's not
people
the F word
into...
I would use.
Is there what other F word would you use?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just waiting.
Fantastic, fuzzy, fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
waiting. Into fun and exciting and ridiculous scenarios, as brought on by their own shenanigans. So it's good times.
You're all welcome.
I go, yes, and Smurf helps in bringing in a bevy of cast support from interesting places. And I go by me and Midair on the internets. Before we get started, let me pull up the stuff I'm supposed to pull up that I always forget to pull up at the beginning.
Plop. Wish us luck trying to keep playing this
Pull
game
up,
on a
Cougar.
straight face.
Cougar, pull up.
Let us do the beginning of
Top Gun reference.
the...
Too close for missiles switching to guns. Remember when Facebook had fucking Top Gun quotes at the bottom of the website?
Oh my god, yes. She's so weird. Okay. How much audience does everybody have?
I got 2.
2.
4.
Yeah, so I have 3.
Trace.
Okay. Smurf, you need to make the over move.
I'm so over Smurf.
10 plus audience of 4, which is 14.
Oh.
Yo.
Still, you can pick
Speak
2
white.
from the list. You can demand and be granted any match you want. You can call out anyone on the roster to explain themselves and gain +1 heat with them, or you can gain +1 momentum. So you can do 2 of those.
Okay.
I will say if you demand a match, it probably won't happen this week. It'll probably happen next week.
Okay. I'm going to demand a match with Ash
Okay, I
For-
like it.
for her title.
Oh.
Greedy
Ooh.
boys.
Yeah.
And I'll
Greedy
just,
boys.
both of my selections be that. So one's for the match and one's to make it a title match. Does that work?
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Let's
I'm
see.
not creative, but that sounds right to me. But
I think so, and I think one of that is calling her out,
Okay.
and then I think you gain a heat with her for that. I think
Perfect.
that would, yeah.
I'm already at 4 heat, so.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right.
I don't think I have any. I think I have 1 heat with you. I have 1
I
heat
think-
with you.
I think you can. I think you can add it. I think with this you can add
I'm
a heat
over it.
with.
Yeah.
Well, I can work on getting a heat with him.
Okay.
I can work on that. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need your hand.
Well, I mean, he will be calling your match later tonight, so there's that.
Mhm.
You're a bastard.
Holy shit, I'm calling that match. It's Rory and Ron.
Oh, did I put you in? Yeah, I totally did that. It's like Smurf can handle it. I forgot. Smurf can handle it.
I love
was
it.
gonna say,
The double.
Smurf can handle it.
The hot double.
Okay, got it. Good. All right, you are at 12. You are not over 12, so you have not gone over yet. I think that's how that works. It's like greater than, right? It says if it's greater than the number of players times 3.
Yeah, so it has to be
Yeah.
above 12.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
so we missed it by 1.
So if Ash gets one more audience,
Well.
About that.
I have plans.
I have
Just
to-
by booking that match, you triggered one of my moves. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah.
All right.
You activate my. Oh.
Depending on how the match is booked, it might pop off twice. Jesus. Anyway, getting ahead of ourselves.
Okay. I think that's everything we have to do at the beginning. I'm not missing things. I think.
Mm-mm.
All right. The camera opens on Ash. Where do you hang out most of the time in the locker room or backstage spaces, wherever that is?
Oh, okay. What? You know what? She's in the bathroom, but she's actually going to the bathroom. It's a callback.
Someone just walks in and hands you a note.
She's washing her hands as it happens, and just like looks over and goes, "Really?" The person just shrugs and walks away.
And as she opens the note,
Drying my hands while trying to look at the note.
it says, "Come to my office, Alistair."
I crumple up the note and toss it in the toilet.
Oh,
And then we
that's
cut
how
to me.
clogs happen.
I'm a heel.
And then it cuts to you.
And then it cuts to me up in the up like I don't even knock, I just open up his office door.
As you open up the office door, it's that same like light filtering through the blinds, but the back of the chair is turned to the door, and there's no answer as you open the door.
So you finally decided to be in a talking mood?
And you're walking in.
And I take a step into the office. like just kind of hands on my hips.
There's no movement from the desk.
Well, I'm here. I'm not going to talk to the back of your head there, Alistair.
And as you continue to walk closer, the chair turns around.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
like,
go ahead.
at a certain point, I get fed up and like whip the chair around.
And as you whip the chair around, seated in it is a small green monster looking at you and leaning towards you. And the camera fades out, and then it's the credits.
My heart.
This is PWN Presents Slaughter with Ron Steerling, The Cook, Silver, Ash, Diesel, Blood Moon, Katrina Calavera, Vampirus, the Sorority Sisters, Iconic, Carmela Davis, Family Values, The Governor, Vince, Rocketman King, Ghost, Bull, and special guests, the Better Puppet Bureau, live from Vancouver, Washington on KPTV 12. And we're ringside. On Rory Cemetery, I'm assuming.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to PWN Presents Slaughter. Tonight, we have an amazing selection of matchups. First, starting off the night, we're going to have Ash, the PNW champion, facing off against a very special guest here. The bro of bros, Super Brover, is here. He's going to take him down. And then we have, well, the Sorority Sisters versus Blood Moon. Can the champs hang on to their titles? We'll find out tonight. And then to cap off this sunny day, we have Ron Steerling facing The Cook in a championship match. In Ron's first title defense, can he hold on to the title? Up next, the high-flying action of PWN Presents Slaughter in conjunction with the Better Puppet Bureau.
We're back in the locker room. What is everybody doing right now?
Demanding to see my lawyer.
I want to see this contract.
Too brain fried. Somebody else go first. I need a moment.
The cook is going to be actually, he's not going to be in the locker room. He's actually going to be in the kitchen, and he's preparing another set of meals. And it looks like he's actually loading up food into boxes and cartons and putting them on a van. And he eventually puts the last one down and hits the back of and closes the door, taps the back of the van. And you see it's driving off, and you see that as the camera pans over, their side of the truck reveals that it's meals for the needy, and the cook comes back in, washes his hands, because you gotta wash your hands, and goes about himself, feeling pretty chipper. He's pretty happy about everything so far. He's in a very, very good mood.
Ron is doing curls, two arm curls, and on either sides, hanging off of the end of the weights, are members of the Better Puppet Bureau.
Buppet.
Yeah. Better Puppet Bureau, BBB,
Mm-hmm.
B3, got it.
Mm-hmm.
B3.
I thought B3 was canceled this year.
Oh, dude!
Sick dab.
Sick dab. Well done.
Katrina is coming out of she's doing the thriller dance. Like I think emerges from an emergency exit, like from the shadows, and like wanders into the locker room, and I think like bumps into who's a wrestler that we haven't seen a lot of, like maybe Vince, Rocket Man King.
Yeah.
Like she's walking, like slowly striding her way through the locker room, and Vince like opens the locker into her, so she like head smashes backwards and rubs her forehead, and Vince turns around like, "Hey, watch where you're going, you stupid," and sees it's Katrina, and Katrina just like bares her teeth and like barks at him, and he jumps. And she walks around him, like following him with her eyes, before just like moving through, and like a couple of other people look around at her like, what is your deal? And
After she like when she's past him, he'll like preen up and like start making faces at her back like he's all big and bad.
Yeah.
But not when she's looking at him.
Right. And as he's doing that, she like leans her head up and calls back, "I can see you doing that," and walks away.
So good.
Ash is sitting on a bench angrily reading highlights.
Like the kids magazine.
Just seething. I will say, if since Ron has a call out prepped, if during this scene you would like to embark on that might be a good idea. But I leave that ball wholly in your court if you wish to do that later.
Ron will actually make his way over, still curling, with
the puppets
hanging off. Ash.
He slowly lowers highlights. Ronald.
So, tonight, you get to fight Super Bro over here.
Apparently, book goes back up.
I figured maybe next week you want to have a real match.
So, like, I'm wrestling like Katrina or like Bull or something. What are you thinking there, Ron?
I think of gold versus gold. Me versus you.
A title match? Really? Your precious title?
Not for yours. I'd look pretty damn good with two.
You would need two to be half the man I am. Just reading my highlights. Flip.
Listen, I don't want to do it, but
You don't. Okay.
it's one phone call to Alistair away.
Yeah, apparently
your-
McCormick doesn't work here anymore, actually. I don't know if you've... There's a new kid on the block, Ron.
Oh, even better. Hey, Bosco, can I have a title match with her next week?
Yeah, anything you want, kid.
There we go. Perfect. See you next week, kid. You know?
And I just pull the magazine in. Just... As I grind my teeth.
I just want the camera to cut to Alistair, who is not in his office. He's in his super secret lair, which I'm now calling it. You're welcome.
Is he a Bond villain?
Yeah, what the hell?
Decided it's more fun that way.
There's a big dome.
Monsieur
No.
Bond, I have been waiting for you.
Has the swiveling chair with petting a cat.
He's petting a hedgehog, but sure.
I'll get you, Gadget.
It's claw. No, he's just it's like a small room that's just surrounded by cameras, like the monitors from cameras where he can watch everything that happens. It's like his command center. So yeah, kind of like Claw, sure. And he's looking and he's just watching this whole interaction and just chuckling to himself.
Why have 1 billion cross promotions when I could have 1 million?
Oh. McCormick.
It's the 90s.
It's the 90s.
Franchises were still topical.
I know.
It hurts. It hurts.
Oh, we have not yet begun to hurt.
Oh god.
Still 2.5 hours left, y'all.
No, okay. Anyway.
I don't know if we're gonna make it.
Buckle up, baby.
Okay, Ron, what are you doing to get Super Brover ready for their fight?
So, I'm facing him. I'm on his level. So
Okay.
either he's been lifted on like a table up where I am, or I'm like sitting on the ground. Either way.
Yeah. Sure.
And we're doing like the typical boxing thing where
Okay.
he's jabbing and like I have the hands and I'm like pop 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 pop.
Yeah.
Pop. I was like quick. She's pretty quick in the ring. You gotta have faster hands. You gotta duck and weave. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Come on. Ooh, yeah, you got this. Bro.
I have a question. Is Super Brover another voice that sounds exactly like his namesake, or is he like Hulk Hogan?
I feel
Wow.
What
That-
you gonna do, brother?
I feel like he could be like his namesake, but I am totally on board with a Hulk Hogan voice because that's awesome.
And it's really
So-
funny.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it?
really funny. So I leave that up to you, but I tend toward the second.
Towards the Hogan parody?
Yeah, I tend
Okay.
toward that because it's funny
Let's-
as hell.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Ron. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna pull the stuffing out of her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, faster hands. Come on. There you go, bud. There you go. All right. Let's take 5. That's great.
Whew. Ron, you really know how to make a guy sweat.
Well, let's not get into that right now. This is a children's program.
Oh yeah. And all the children all across America are gonna learn the Better Bump It Bureau is coming for the title belt. Their Super Brover is here, my brother, to come and take the belt back from Ash. You hear me?
Wait, is my title on the line against this?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Not on
absolutely.
the line. I'm sorry. Super Brover is here to take whatever championship or not is available away from Ash. If it's still being given.
Super Brover, if you beat Ash in the ring today, I will make you the inaugural Buppet champion.
Oh
of
yeah.
PWN.
Ron, you do that for me?
Only if you win. I don't support losers.
It sounds like a challenge. I won't let you down, brother. You've been training me for so long. I wouldn't want to disappoint the might of the Prince of Fab himself. I need to put a little more mousse in the fur. Something wrong? Seems like there's a lot being taken out of all. Never seen a Buppet wrestle before?
I have not, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Question: if I win the match, do I get the Buppet belt?
You'll
I
have
don't
to take
think.
it from my cold, clammy paws.
They're soft and warm and delightful. What are you talking about, Bert? What is happening?
You're talking to a puppet again. God damn it.
That's not what my ex-wife said.
And my contract. Hang on. Do we do that takeover again?
Oh, Brover, this show's live.
Nap. Well, I'm going to craft services. Get me a burrito.
I think that's a good place to end that. Holy crap. Ash, what are you doing to get ready for your match? Are you still reading highlights? Or are you...
Ash is sitting at a table, at like a folding table in a folding chair somewhere. It could be like in a hallway, or another part of the converted Walmart. And she's just kind of sitting there with her head in her hands like this, and kind of over her mouth. And is talking to someone who's just out of frame. I just don't get it. You know, you work hard. You put in the time. You respect the business. You teach half these people what they know. And you build this company up to what it is today. Unappreciated, unwanted, and unrecognized. And then you're booked to wrestle a puppet. And you just start to question some things, you know? And we get, like, and the camera dollies over, and, I'm talking to Belmo.
Sorry.
You know, it's just, I don't even know anymore.
I'm just gonna wait for it. Just waiting for it.
You
Stuck.
You think? Cause you know I talk about burning this whole place to the ground, and like that was more of a figurative thing. But I'm sitting here thinking like, could I take an arson charge? I'm strong. I could survive prison.
But are you ready to have that on your conscience?
I guess not, Belmo. I guess not.
Bammer always heard that you're supposed to follow your heart and your dreams. But sometimes those dreams involve people that you care about getting hurt, even if you get retribution on the people you want to hurt.
But Belmo, like, that's the thing, right? Who here do I care about? Who here cares about me? Nobody cares about me.
Well,
McCormick
Bammer
doesn't-
cares.
Thank you, Belmo.
That's great. And we're gonna move from there to the ring. Cause what else can you do? What else can you do? And behind the ceiling is Rory Cemetery, Jody Wong, and special guest commentator Ron Steerling. I figure you can handle this, Smurf.
I got
it.
it. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting ready for our first match of the evening. Johnny, what do you think of the Better Buppet Bureau? B3, as they're called. Belmo, Brover, and Bosco the Grump.
Well, I think they're fantastic. They're quite friendly, and so far I have learned to count past 10.
He's living the dream. He made it, you guys.
He can count past 10.
Ron chimes in and is like, it still takes Johnny over a minute to get there, but he managed to get there. We're super impressed with him, and B3 has been great to have here on the show. They've been really supportive of me and my quest to become champion of everything. Johnny, would you care? Roy steps in again. Johnny, would you care to count us down to the first entrance music?
Yes, sure.
Ron chimes in. On this one, you start from 10 and go down, bud.
Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Is this real life?
4. What's before 4? 3.
Yeah.
2.
Kimberly just
1.
chimes in with 3.
And the music's.
Let me tell you, Rory, this song is an absolute bop.
I'm just gonna try and crank these jams a little bit.
I just want to rock out to this.
And now coming to the ring, hailing from the street,
You got
they're Belmo, Bosco, and Super Brover B3.
What does their entrance look like? Do you have an idea, or do you want me to do it?
If you already have something set up, go for it.
I'm just gonna wing it. So
Okay.
we can wing it. They come in. I think Belmo's first. And Belmo comes in just like jumping, super excitedly down the ramp, and like hyping everybody up, like kind of like the Kermit hype, right? Like the and then Bosco comes in and he's like super like at everybody as he walks down. And then Brover comes in like and does like the super, like, super Grover move like that, and then just like zips to the ring. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Perfect. I just really like this jam. I'm not gonna lie, this is great. This makes me so happy. Okay.
Always quite the entrance.
Yeah, Johnny, they really know how to pump up the crowd. Look at all the children out there just absolutely loving this.
Oh yeah, they're so excited. You have kids that are wearing like the merch. There are kids in the audience that are merched out. They're
There's
like in full on like Super Brover outfits, like the mask,
T-shirts, hoodies,
hoodies.
masks, hats.
There's super bright T-shirts that say "You can't be me."
Yeah, exactly. You can't be me.
How dare you?
So good. So good. So good. And they make it to the ring and they're just like being super positive and exciting in the ring. And Blasco the Grub is just next to the ring, just being all like,
It's all trash.
but he is in a recycling bin.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, because we're progressive.
I imagine that like one of our like teenage helpers at the
Yeah.
show wheels out Bosco the Grump into like a waste management recycling bin.
Yeah,
and just
totally.
pops him up at the
Yeah.
side of the ring.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally.
I want it to be like
Yeah.
that WrestleMania where they had the tiny rings.
Yep. And today's letter of the day is the letter T.
For what?
I don't know. I don't know what anything with T begins with.
Usually it's a letter T for something, but okay.
Yeah.
Johnny doesn't watch the show, so he's only going with what he's got.
It's the letter S for slaughter.
Ah, yes, I got the wrong notes here. That was supposed to be an S. Oh, my dyslexia is getting
Ash appears slowly from behind stage. She's dragging a folding chair behind her. She has kind of a faraway look in her eyes, as if to say, "Why? Why?" She drags the folding chair out to the announcer table. She stops in front of it, unfolds it, sets it down in front of the table, brushes off the seat, has her little self a sit down looking at the announcers. Assembled friends, I want you, each and every one of you, to remember that you, for the rest of your careers, are going to have to acknowledge the fact that you called a match between a human being and a puppet. You're culpable. You're party to this. This is happening. I'm gonna pick my chair back up, fold it very neatly, and slide it under the ring.
Were you making a move there?
I don't know, that might be.
I think that might be breaking kayfabe. Maybe.
Sure. I'll roll on it if you want me to.
I don't
I just-
feel like there was anything else you were doing there, so.
Yeah. It's you're creative. You get to call for rolls, certainly. I just really wanted to point that out. I felt that bared mention, quite frankly. So sure, I will roll plus that's real?
Yeah.
I'll roll plus real. That's a hot 0, so I botch.
Oh shit.
So make a move as you wish.
You said you can't break puppet kayfabe at the start of this. Lost
And
my mask.
Clearly I can't.
Ron, like,
More
as
cross-eyed now.
as Ash is getting into the ring, Ron like stands up and is like yelling despite having his headset on at Ash. They're called Buppets, Ashley. They're called Buppets.
Oh, that's good.
Oh damn.
I am just gonna mark that you got a botch in the bank. Don't worry. Don't worry about anything.
Got a bank botch. I feel like I just got punished. We don't know what Phoenix's name is.
I mean, yeah, that might be your punishment. Well, we'll just see.
And I think at this point that means it's Ashley Burns.
Mhm.
Oh, yuck. That's a terrible name.
It's just kind of like twitches a little. Goes under the rope, gets into the ring. Actually, okay, so here's the question I have. I have a move that I took from the hardcore playbook.
Yes.
It is called Are You Not Entertained? When you suffer injury, endure humiliation, or go down in the face of overwhelming odds, roll plus real.
Uh-huh.
Would you consider the start of this match
Oh,
enduring
yes.
humiliation? Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll plus real again. Hopefully not get another match. That is a 7.
Okay, what does this give you
On a 7 and 9, pick one. I can gain +1 audience, make creative, book me in a revenge match. Or gain 2 momentum. I'm going to climb up onto the turnbuckle and look at all of the kids' faces, that sea of children in Buppet merch. And just kind of like lean over the rope a little bit as I'm standing on the bottom rope and leaning over the top one at the turnbuckle. Is this what you want?
Yeah!
Then you're gonna get it!
They lose their minds. I guess you're taking +1 audience.
+1
I'm
audience.
assuming.
I'm taking +1 audience.
Okay, fair.
Kids want a show, Brover. Let's do this.
And they're off.
You're gonna
Indeed.
start out with control, Ash.
Okay.
The crowd starts chanting, Super Brover.
Wait. I'm not good with arm rods. Oh no. Oh no. The illusion is shattered.
I don't.
Boom, 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 boom.
He does the Judas chest.
Dude, I am so bad doing the claps with arm rods. It's so hard.
I'm gonna open
Oh
it
God.
up.
Oh no. I think I've accidentally summoned a secondary entity into the room.
Yeah! Woohoo! That's beautiful.
Special guest star. I'm gonna start by circling Brover. Like this, doing the
Make your move, Ash.
I'm gonna make my move.
I've been watching you like a hawk all day.
I've been watching you Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. And
That's right.
For over 30 years.
for over 30 years now. And we lock up. And I lock up with the Muppet, Puppet, whatever.
Buppet.
The Buppet.
Muppet.
I lock up with the Buppet. And we kind of get into like a little power struggle. And he forces me down to one knee.
I told you, Ash. You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
You're gonna find a second fist up your ass in a second. Force myself back up to my feet.
Fist where?
And as soon as he looks down, boom, hammer blow on the back.
Oh, that's good
And
shit.
kick him over.
Oh,
Roll plus work. That's
Oh.
good shit is what that is.
oh. Whew. You knocked the stuffing out of me,
I rolled an 11.
I think.
I rolled
Come
an
on,
11.
Super Brover, you got this. You got this,
Okay,
man.
the question is, are you gonna gain a heat with Super Rover? Or are you gonna
Yes.
take 2 momentum?
I want +1 heat with Super Brover.
And in the and at the announcer's desk, Johnny is now surrounded by an entire sea and fortress of triple B of a B3 merch just all around him, like just towering.
Stone face surrounded by the stuff.
Yep.
Oh my god.
God. And like as he's keeled over like that, I'm gonna again I'm just gonna while he's like Brover's like recovering, I'm gonna do a little. Oh no, we lost.
Brittany and
Super Brover's gone.
We've lost your video. No.
I'll just if I go over here, I'm still in the right window. If I just there we go. Okay. So
Do we need to fix things or are we good?
no, my co-puppeteer bumped
Oh.
the cable.
It's alright.
That's okay. I need to fix things, so screw it. I'm going to cede control of the match for a moment because I need to fix the overlay.
We also could take a short break while you fix the
Oh
overlay.
no,
It's
it'll only
okay.
take a second.
Alright.
I just
Okay.
I can't narrate and fix the overlay.
Okay, so are you good narrating what happens in the match, or do you want me to, Simon? Up to you.
I will do whatever you like.
Because I would love for you to, since you are inhabiting Super Rover, but I
Sure.
don't mind.
The headspace of Super Brover.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Super Brover is on the ground. He's reeling from the attack. And I'm sorry. I realize I'm lip syncing for him when I'm talking. It's
Very
just
good.
Stuff I love
it's a
it.
habit.
It's very good.
Oh, you really got a mean kick. I'm gonna get up to my feet, and I'll tell you one thing, sister. I'm gonna tune you up. So he does the like boxing that Ron's been teaching him, and then rather than like, that's right, left hook, right jab, uppercut, spin. Screw this fancy footwork stuff. I'm going to what works. And he jumps at Ash and just like tries to like bite, like crawling over Ash's face.
I love it.
Ah!
I love it so much. That's good. You don't have to roll for this. This is like
No,
this,
yeah.
This is NPW. So
Well, I have a hand in a puppet.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
you're good.
can't
No,
roll
yeah,
anything.
yeah, no, and it works. I think like yeah. So and you are still in control, Ash. So I think you could take control whenever you're ready. But like yeah,
it's whenever you
just-
hand it back.
yeah. Ash just has a yeah. You just have Super Rover is like on your face, trying to bite your face off.
And
Yeah.
she starts screaming like her leg is caught in a bear trap. Just, just like this awful, like primal guttural scream, like she's being eaten alive. And like has like both hands on her face, like on the puppet, just like flying back into the ring, like flops down onto the mat. It's just like writhing around, trying to get this thing off her face.
I'm gonna do a thing and then I'll give you control again. So I think Ash throws Super Brover off, and so Super Brover goes flying, like off camera, like whoa, and then lands on the ropes, and like hangs there for a second, like boom. You fool! You've played right into my hand. Here it comes! And he flies backwards, like with the super fist, and just douche clocks Ash in the face and lands, trying to pin her. Before he gets to like 2 pins and then taps out.
Yeah.
That's so good.
And then he cedes control back.
That's
Yeah,
so
when Ash
good.
gets hit, she spins like a top. It's just like it's a 300 like vroom, as she goes to the ground, like a freight train had smacked into her.
I got you now. Count me down, Johnny.
My God, Johnny, that was the Millennium Falcon.
Come on, Johnny. I ain't got all day. And then I
Ash
think that's when
pushes
Ash
her.
like throws him off. Like, whoa!
like one-handed, like grabs and like slams Brover into the mat.
Whew.
Like gets up, is like rubbing her face, like God. In a less classy promotion, Ash I think would have bladed there, definitely.
Mhm.
But
In a less classy promotion.
I know. Like, really? But
I
don't get
I-
blood on the puppets.
yeah, it's the thing. I can't.
Yeah,
be
don't
cut-
get
I
blood
can't
on the
be-
puppets.
I can't be cutting my forehead while there's kids in the audience. You kidding me? Come
Mm.
on, we gotta have a little bit of respectability here.
Oh, don't worry, creative. I ain't got time to bleed.
You haven't got blood, Brover. You're just fur and felt.
I just love the super up close. It's like my favorite thing.
Ash like works. She's like slung onto the ropes with like one arm, kind of like leaning down, like panting, looking over. Kind of like wipes her mouth as though there's blood on it. I'm not done with you. I'm not done with you. And she kind of leans back into the ropes and like takes 2 steps and goes to like punt Brover, just like full leg back, goes to punt him. Her foot stops short as Brover grabs onto it, and he just twists, and Ash goes boom onto the mat.
I learned that when I was training in Aikido.
Roll plus work. Oh my god, this is the most beautiful match.
And then I think I'm still gonna roll, but like, and I think like as part of that, he flips over, and then he just keeps rolling until he's got like her leg up in like a submission hold.
Ah!
And that looks like the Swedish meatballs there.
I'm gonna twist until I bork this leg.
Ash screams and rolls an 11.
Oh, nice.
I
So
want +1 heat with Brover.
you're gonna take another heat. So now you have what? 2 heat with
I have 2 heat
Bro-
with Super Brover.
with Brover.
I have 2 heat with Super Brover. Let's go.
Good shit. Oh man.
I think we're close enough to the ropes that I managed to kind of like I get my hand up, like I'm clawing my way over. I kind of
Yeah.
get a little bit of leverage on the corner of the ring and pull over and grab the rope to break. And the ref comes over and is like, "Hey, break!" And Brover has to let go, and I'm like pulling my leg away. Like I get up and I'm like limping a little bit with my leg, like like just selling it so hard. Like I was in a fight with a predator. I'm just in so much pain. And
Ron at go ahead.
Go ahead. No, please.
Ron at ringside is like, Johnny, I bet you didn't know that I taught both those competitors everything they know. Ash, I taught her everything she knows. She was nothing before me, and now look at her. She's got gold around her waist. And then Super Grover, look at him. He hit the Millennium Falcon just a little bit ago, and now he had her in a submission hold. He is going to win this match, I guarantee it.
I hope so. I have all this wonderful merch I want to sell.
Oh, Ron. Oh, Ron, this is good.
Rory chimes in like, you can get all the B3 merch at pwnshop.com.
Yes. Yes.
AOL keyword PWN.
Yeah. AOL keyword PWN. Holy crap.
Oh, that hurts.
She's like, she starts panting. She's like looking over the ropes. It starts like shouting at an intern, "Give me a microphone! Somebody give me a microphone! Give me,
An intern will bring it one.
give me that! You come into my town. You come into my arena. You come into my ring in Vancouver, Washington. The only Vancouver that matters!"
Oh, that was good. Are you doing some cheap heat there?
Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
100% to get another
Well done.
momentum.
Yep.
And you pick a fight with the biggest, baddest, meanest mother on the roster.
Hold on there.
I'm gonna tear you apart, Rover. And I'm gonna laugh while I do it. She throws the microphone out of the ring and charges at Brover. And I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of something really underhanded I could do here. Something very cheap for a bubbit is what they call it. What a bubbit would fall for.
Are you pulling a heel move right now, or are you?
Yeah, I'm about to pull a heel
Okay.
move, and I was trying to think of a good one.
Because I will tell you that Brover is booked to win. So if you're doing this, if you're doing this to win, I kind of love it.
No. I've got plans. I've got plans.
Okay.
I think actually that's what it is. I think she like runs over and like grabs him by the face and like pulls the mask down over his eyes so that he can't see. And just
Hold
starts
on there.
wailing on him.
Oh,
Just
so good.
and just like pounds it, like just punching him all the way across the ring. Just boom, 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 back into the ring. Like a boxing match back into the turnbuckle.
Dramatic moment, isn't it?
I'm going to spend 2 momentum to use my heel move. When you do want something underhanded to get what you want, spend 2 momentum and pick one of the following. I would like to pick to get +1 heat.
Okay.
With Super Brover. And at that point, if you had enough,
Oh, yeah. I'm starting to feel it, sister.
well, I'm not done by a long shot. And I grab Brover and
Whoa.
put my arm out like this,
Whoa, no.
fling him up into the
No!
center of the arena.
I feel like this is a plus power move.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I'll wait.
Because, like, as he flies up into the air, I climb up the turnbuckle that I had him, like, pinned up against. And as Brover's coming back down, I grab him and go for a, not a power bomb, a friggin', a suplex. Just,
Oh.
or maybe that's a pile driver. Whichever.
It's yeah.
A pile driver. And I pile drive him into the mat.
Okay, then roll plus heat.
Ash just hit the Tamagotchi pile driver.
I'm so good at roll plus heat.
Ooh. Ooh.
Alright, fine.
Anybody else get the number of that truck?
That's an 11.
Woo.
I'm going to take another heat. and cede control of the match.
Super Grover just got hit like the bus that killed Death Blossom.
Ooh. Ooh.
Someone should totally get that license plate. That's considered a misdemeanor.
He's still booked to win, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't changed the booking.
Okay.
I just wanted to get to 4
Just checking
heat.
with you.
I just wanted to get to 4 heat, baby.
All right.
I wanted to put on a good match.
All right. Because this is where we are.
Oh yeah, we gotta respect the fiction here. We gotta respect the
Right.
fiction.
So Belma or Super Brover, like, gets up, like, stumbles around for a couple of seconds. Ooh. Ooh.
Remember, Super Brover, you have no brain. All the pain is just you making things up.
Is that Ron yelling
Yeah.
from the sidelines?
Yeah.
I can't get a concussion.
What? Wait. You're right. Monsters don't play by the same rules.
Ash is walking around the ring, strutting.
I came to this promotion with one goal in mind. To show the good American children just exactly how much you can do, even if you're very small, if you just put your mind to it. Listen up here, kids. No matter how big and tough some bully thinks they are, well, you're bigger and tougher than them. And at the end of the day, you're gonna be the one that's got friends and strength and power, and they're just a bunch of sad ninnies. Let me show you what to do. I learned it from watching Ash. And he crawls over to Ash while Ash is like walking around.
That's right. Yeah. Boo. Boo for my magnificence. Boo for how amazing I am. Your hero. I like look at like a 5-year-old in the audience. Your hero lies in ruins.
And then Super Brover grabs Ash's feet and goes, "Check it out!" and yanks, pulling Ash to the ground. Like,
Oh, you muted yourself.
Oops. There we go.
press Alt-A or the space bar to unmute yourself. Pulls Ash by the feet, gets up and says, "Give me all you got, kids!" And the kids start going, "Super Brover, Super Brover, yeah!"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Ah,
Oh,
I
fuck.
feel my power, the power of
Super
friendship." And he
Super
lifts
Brover.
Ash and
Super
starts spinning her
Brover.
around
Oh,
the way
love
that
it.
she had
That's
did
so
earlier in
good.
the match, and throws her against the ropes. And when she comes back, he goes, "Huh," and sidesteps, letting
Yeah.
her like collapse on the ground,
Good shit.
and then flops on top. Now count me down, someone that's not Johnny.
1, 2, 3.
That's right, sister. My mask is coming off again. But that doesn't matter, because I don't need to hide my face when I bring back the title belt to this Besame Breed. Street,
Sesame Breed.
back to the streets. I'll take the title belt all the way back to the streets. And this one's for all the kids out there that need to know that you don't have to be a big scary monster like me, or even a big scary lady like Ash. You're beautiful the way you are.
Ron at ringside stands up, and he's got a belt that is made out of like paper mache.
Oh, yes.
And he's still got his headset on, and he goes, "Everybody can get this belt right now online, AOL keyword PWN B3, and is gonna run into the ring and celebrate with Super Brover."
As Ash just lays there.
Completely supine.
Yeah.
She managed just to like get over onto her back, and she's laying like flat like this, like staring up into the lights. I think no one hears her go. Stuff I do for this business. Actually, it'd be the boop I do for this business. So
I just wanna live in the celebration for a minute because it makes me so happy.
I have 2 questions.
Yeah,
I finished that match with 4 heat with Super Brover.
yeah.
Do I gain an audience?
I don't know. How does that work?
You
I
do.
think you're supposed to-
You
Is
gain
it-
an audience every time you finish a match with somebody of +4 heat.
Is it
Yeah.
finish or just
Yep.
be in?
You have to be in the match.
Or sorry, not be
That's
in,
it.
but the start.
You don't have to
Okay,
win
so-
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
then
it's-
yes.
Or sorry, what I meant to say was like, is it that you have to enter the match with 4 heat? If you, as long as sometime during the match you've got 4 heat, then you're good.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
It says whenever you work in a match with a character with 4 heat, so it's just so it could be
Okay.
during, before.
so. Does that mean you have 4 audience?
Guess who's top of the card, baby?
Fuck yeah, bitches! 7, you're down to 3.
I go
Yeah.
up.
It's me.
Oh, Smurf, sorry.
Yeah.
Smurf, you're
I
not
was
in
already at
3.
Second question. Does this constitute enduring humiliation? Does this again trigger Are You Not Entertained, or are we gonna go with just the 1 roll for it?
I think we're just gonna go with the 1 roll.
Okay, totally.
Because it was a good match, and it was
Mhm.
fun, and people enjoyed it.
I'm here
So
for
I don't
it.
think it was full humiliation. I think the beginning was humiliation. I think we'll go with that, but I don't think the second one was.
It occurs to me that not once this entire season has Phoenix/Ash ever gotten to use their finishing move. Someday.
You should
Someday.
actually, do that
I should
in
do that
some match
someday.
sometime. That's kind of up to you.
I
not
deeply
me.
regret. I deeply regret not having established that in the fiction, because I would have loved for Brover to do the rise and fall, but it's never come up once.
You'll get it next
Oh.
time, kid.
Raiders!
Oh,
That was-
Raiders!
Oh, we got Raiders.
We
Sweet.
do got Raiders. But you just missed the match where
You,
I wrestled.
oh, we're so glad you're here. Thank you, Little Red Dot, for rating. We're so excited you're here with us. You did just miss the most epic match of human and what we're calling Buppets, but pretty much Muppets.
It's an interspecies match.
Yeah,
It was pretty
great.
good.
It was pretty great. We had Super Brover and Ash team up. Super Brover did win and is now the Buppet champion. But it's great stuff. So yeah.
The BWN.
But we are super glad you're here with us today on PWN Presents Slaughter.
Ash,
I have to say, we've had some epic matches on PWN Presents Slaughter, but I don't know if anything can beat that one yet. Like maybe later on, but that one was pretty
That was pretty
great.
epic.
I'm
So
not gonna
pretty epic.
lie.
5-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, that was good stuff.
Man.
Whew.
In fact, I think that's what Ash says as she's like going backstage, just like, I screamed at a 5-year-old, and she goes behind the stage.
I'm just envisioning Alistair up in his like command center room, his supervillain lair as we're calling it, like with his fingers like this, just like, yes, this is what I want.
I'm gonna kill you, McCormick. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna literally kill you.
And we go backstage to the cook in the kitchen. What cook's own product are you shilling today?
We are shilling today. Let's see. It's probably gonna be. Oh, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be. It's gonna be Cook's own cookie mix, and it's gonna be a cookie mix, and Belmo is gonna be there.
All right, here he comes.
Give Simon a break!
No,
Give
he's
Simon
good.
a break!
He's good.
He can
It's
fight.
valid.
He's cleared to fight. Oh god, I'm breaking the overlay. Oh god.
Oh God, so many names.
Where is he? Come on, buddy.
It's okay. I just gotta get this name over here, and then oh god, hit F12. There we go. I fixed it. I fixed the overlay.
Let's talk more rock, Fox.
You know what, Belmo? You can just do your job, Belmo. I'll do mine. Okay?
Okay.
Can you even
Belmo
spell
hasn't
OBS?
mastered OBS yet.
Yeah, can you even spell OBS, Belmo?
O
Uh-huh.
S
Oh, you're close.
E.
Be nice. Belmo has dyslexia. Why you gotta be so
Fine.
rude?
I'm sorry. I've learned a valuable lesson today. We really shouldn't assume that people, disabilities can be invisible. And I have learned to respect that. I'm very sorry, Belmo.
That's very kind of you, but Belmo thinks that we're taking valuable time from the cook's advertisement segment.
Seriously, I'm not even a character in here. Like, what am I doing? This is just me as a person. I don't exist in this reality. What's going on, Belmo?
Okay, the cook.
Okay. Welcome everyone to Cooking Time with the Cook, and today we present to you Cook's own cookie mix. And I have a special guest here today, Belmo.
Yeah, hello. Belmo loves the cook's own cookie mix because even Belmo, a small monster, can follow the instructions on the back of the box. The bigger monster says okay for Belmo to help, and they're tasty and gluten-free. That's
right.
not trendy yet, but it's gonna kill in the year 2020 probably on the internet.
That's correct. But luckily also, Cook's own cookie mix has a shelf life of over 65 years.
Making it perfect for your next party, shopping adventure, or survivor bunker.
That's right. And the best part is all you need to do is literally add water and a little bit of vegetable oil.
The cook's own cookie mix. So easy, a monster can do it.
That's literally the best. I think that's the end of that commercial. Because like, how can you? It has a 65-year shelf life.
Simon, I think you have to choose one from this list now because I'm charmed.
All right, if you do what I say, you mark XP. If
Okay,
you don't,
okay.
roll to act under pressure.
Oh my goodness. Ron, what are you doing, Ron? What are you doing right now, Ron?
Ron is currently at a desktop computer.
Wow.
Wow.
And
We have
he's
the budget for
big
one of those?
man.
Okay, my question is: Ron a Windows
Oh god.
or an Apple guy? Because in the '90s, that was a big deal.
he's
Still on
definitely
DOS.
definitely a
Like-
Windows guy.
Okay, so you're on DOS. Got it.
And he
Please, he's on BOS, please.
Oh, sorry.
pops in his AOL disk.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Oh god, it hurts.
Pulls it out of a box of life.
Yeah. And he it takes a little bit, but
It takes forever.
finally it comes up to the AOL home screen. And he types in PWN in the keyword, and it pops up with the PWN website, which is just awful.
It's shit. It's so bad. Oh my
It's
god.
so bad.
Oh. Oh my god.
Giant under construction banner, the little spinning lights.
Really?
Yeah.
When Flash was Flash. I can't remember. Was this pre-Flash in the '90s, or was Flash a thing in the '90s?
Depends on where we are in
It
the
was-
90s.
Yeah, like late 90s.
It would've been
Flash is
burgeoning.
Yes.
Yeah.
emerging.
Okay, so like
Yeah.
a really bad Flash banner,
Mhm.
I think is
Oh,
like,
God, it's-
yeah,
It's got an
Okay.
intro
Oh god, it's a
page.
GeoCities
Yeah.
site. Oh
So-
god.
so-
it's GeoCities. It's like really bad GeoCities with a
So-
bad Flash banner. That's kind of what I was thinking.
There is, remember the baby dancing?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
There is a recreation of that, but Ron. And Ron is dancing, and underneath it says "Get your Sterling merch here," and it's like a big ugly hyperlink. And he clicks it, and he's like, "These are some good-looking shirts."
Is he modeling all of them in like
Yeah, he-
really low res pictures?
yep. He's modeling all of them.
200 pixel by 200
It looks
pixel.
tiny,
Yeah.
tiny. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
he clicks on one and like adds it to the cart, and then goes through a very quick checkout process.
Which takes like 10 minutes.
It takes like 10 minutes, but immediately after he's paid for it, Belmo walks in with the shirt that he just purchased. It's a purple shirt, and it says "You can't be me" on it.
Oh my god!
Thanks, Belmo. This is my new shirt. I just showed you how easy it is to get. You can get it online. We'll ship it straight to your house. It's only $10.
Oh my god, that's so expensive back then. Shit.
What a luxury! Does PWN work on AOL Kids?
Yes, right now we have a children's version of the website so that you can peruse the Ron Steerling word search.
Wow!
Glisten.
Yeah.
Elmo can't
Ads.
wait to play all the fun
Flex.
and exciting
Meat.
activity center
Girls.
PWN has put on their page.
Indeed. You can also access the Cook's Children's Cookbook there, where he has great recipes like cereal and bananas.
Holy crap.
That's good. Belmo doesn't usually use a recipe, but he just prefers to wing it.
Mhm.
That's how Belmo got locked out of the kitchen.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's for everybody's benefit. That's what I was told. Anyway, this shirt slaps.
Yeah, it's a good shirt, right? And for those of you that are 13 or older, you can visit Ash's Playground Clapbacks, which is how to teach kids how to talk trash on the playground.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
My personal favorite is your mom.
Or talk to the hand.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Not.
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 Oh,
Whatever.
the random Ash insult generator. Oh, God.
Well, I'm rubber and you're glue.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Your face is so ugly, it got booked in a championship match.
Oh. Oh.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
No.
What?
Okay, I think that's a good place to end that fun infomercial in the middle of PWN.
They're definitely very much trying to push their website.
I love it. They're GeoCities AOL website. Oh my
Yep.
god. Buy our merch. Okay. What is Death Blossom doing to not Death Blossom, Katrina and Vampire is doing to prepare for them?
Dead.
I know, I'm sorry.
Get your continuity straight.
That's
I'm
really
sorry, I'm
considerate.
trying.
Creative.
Jeez. I'm
Belmo,
sorry.
Yeah, she
Belmo's
does.
drunk with power. Hold on.
Okay.
All right,
what-
that's better.
What is Blood Moon doing to prepare for their match with the sorority sisters?
Oh yeah. I think it's like the craft. Like so,
I'm listening. I'm listening.
we're not in the hall itself. So that like Iconic and Carmela Davis, are they actually like, are they adults or are they like fresh out of college?
I think they're adults. I think they're like mid-20s.
Okay, so like they've
Yeah.
passed at, they've gone beyond.
Yeah. But they're still
Um,
like being shown as like college girls. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
preppy. No. Clueless. They're very clueless.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's-
yeah.
and
Like
that's the same way
clearly
that-
old.
Yeah, like you watch Grease, and it's like you're like 28.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
not in high school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're at hold on.
All right.
Do they not have it here? It doesn't exist.
Ooh, spooky. That really is terrifying.
Just make it. You can make it a thing.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Or if you tell me what you're looking for.
No, well, language doesn't change.
Oh,
But yeah, they're at it's both members of Blood Moon, Katrina Calavera and Vampirus, are in the basement. We get like an establishing shot of a sorority house.
Oh, okay.
It's Pi Omega Nu. And they're
Yeah, good.
right.
good. That's good.
Good.
And they're in the basement, like sneaking around, and they've cleared out a bunch of stuff in like the laundry room. And there's a giant pentagram drawn in like strawberry syrup on the ground with candles around it. And they're standing hand in hand in the center. And in the between them is like a music stand that has pictures of Carmela Davis and Iconic, with like weird magical symbols all around them, and they're chanting like weird stuff in fake Latin over and over again. And finally they recite something in rhyme, which I just don't have the brain power to do yet, but like grant us the power to learn their weaknesses, so that we may destroy them in the ring. We sanctify this place that once they called home, that we might learn how to destroy the sorority sisters. And I think like at somewhere in there they get interrupted as Iconic and Carmela Davis come down, like
To do their laundry.
yeah, like wearing their boyfriend's varsity like jackets
Yeah.
from other universities.
From different universities.
And they're
Yeah.
carrying laundry baskets, and they come down like, what are you doing?
What's going on in here?
And both Vampirus and Katrina like break out of their reverie like, you fools, you've interrupted the ritual. They knew that we were here. They must have come to try and stop us.
We were just trying to do our laundry because this is like the laundry room.
Are you new pledges?
Not fool us. We know that you are onto us. Well, whatever mystical charms you have brought with you, they will not work, because we are going to come into the ring. And even if we cannot use our scrying circle to determine your weaknesses, we are still going to break you no matter what.
Like, you guys never give it up, do you? Huh. Okay.
Death never sleeps.
I
Right.
think you
You
have to
like,
talk to the house mother. I'm really confused.
you must like be really tired then.
Katrina's got like visible bags under her eyes. But it's like the grave, like it's like zombie makeup, so she looks perpetually tired.
Yeah, the dead don't sleep.
Right. She says yes. But I do not tire of revenge.
Okay. Like, whatever. Can we do our laundry now, please?
Yes, the summoning circle is useless now. But just know, upon the two of you, a curse.
And they're just like not, but like, okay, whatever.
And they like Vampirus
Yeah.
like flashes her arm up with her
And then
bat wing.
smoke.
Like smoke and like disappear, and Katrina like, so the smoke clears and Katrina's still standing there. She's like, cursed, and she starts storming up the stairs and gets halfway up the stairs and looks down and jams a finger at them. Cursed, and then she storms out.
I think that they like look at each other quizzically and they're like, Iconic is like, does it smell like strawberries in here? And then I just like cuts. And then I think we'll go to the ring.
Sure, why not?
At
That's a place we could be.
the table. At the table is Benny Templeton and Rory Cemetery.
Benny, we got
Rory.
a great match coming up tonight.
Damn right we do, Rory. That wasn't
Blood-
Benny. Your name's
Blood-
not Benny. Your name's Rory.
My
I'm
name's
Benny.
Rory. Your name's Benny.
I'm
Who's
Benny
on
Templeton.
first?
You're Rory Cemetery. I'm Benny Templeton.
Templeton.
Rent's too damn high. Oh.
I'm Benny Templeton here from Peloton.
From Peloton.
Here to bring you the United Colors of Pentaton. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
What the hell?
We got a
are
great
doing?
match. We got a match. They're
Who's
gonna
in the
come
match,
out here.
Rory?
It's Blood Moon and the sorority sisters.
Oh, the spooky ladies again. I love it. I love that I
This-
keep spooky women. I'm sorry. I've been reading
Yeah.
that book. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying. It's a fantastic. Judith Butler. Get her in your brain.
Yes, the spooky women, or as I like to call them, the cat and the bat.
I would never do that. I would never do that, Rory.
Taking on the sorority sisters. I don't
there is
even
a
know
cat.
what sorority. Yeah, I don't know what sorority they're from, but they are pledged to it. Do you have any idea?
Well, I don't read Greek myself. I've never been in a sorority. I mean, legally,
Well-
I was really drunk one time, but it's okay. I was underage. It was fine. Wait, that doesn't make it better. The 50s were a hell of a time, people. Okay.
Anyway,
no, it's probably I don't know Greek. I'm sorry. I'm choking here.
Let's get a
Let's
get a shovel for Benny. You can dig that hole deeper.
I got 5 hours of sleep last night. What do you want from me?
And here come the sorority sisters. They are coming down, ready to party and paint their nails.
They're gonna be painting their nails with the blood of me choking on the water I just drank. Excuse me, Rory.
And
No,
out
it's
comes-
totally fine. They're gonna choke on the blood of their enemies.
It's good. It's a good way to call the match, Rory. It's good color. It's good flavor. You're gonna go far in this industry, kid.
I think Betty's having a heart attack. Maybe a stroke. I can't tell.
Does anybody else smell toast?
Iconic and Carmela are coming to the ring, and they are in like their normal outfit, but they are wearing their boyfriend's like varsity jacket, you know, like that they were wearing earlier, and they're just skipping out, looking super happy.
Varsity
Like-
jacket. I wonder what they lettered in, Rory. Do you think it was wrestling? Do you think it was wrestling, Rory?
No.
I think that was a fair question. I don't know. They're both talented,
They're just
talented
happy
individuals.
and bouncing down to the ring, being all cute and stuff. Okay. I got nothing since this is happening.
You put Benny here. You did this.
I know. I realize that.
I can get more water. More music. Oh, I know this music. This music can only mean one thing, Rory. Coming into the arena right now. Blood Moon, Rory.
Yes.
Hey, thank you, Rory. Wanted to make sure you're still awake, kid.
I'm recovering.
You're recovering. Jesus, do you go to like AA meetings? Oh shit. They're really. I'm sorry, Rory. I didn't mean to be so insensitive.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Is it alright if I drink though? 'Cause
By all means.
you're a mensch, Rory. You're a mensch. Simon, please God take over.
I was just letting you rip. I'll bail you out. I know when to save a scene when I see it. Yeah, so Vampirus is at the top of the entrance to the ring. So they've got like a big. I think there's enough of a budget. They have like a big TV now. They can play some
Yeah.
effects. So it's a like a bunch of three wolves howling at a big red moon.
Oh, I love it.
Boom, boom, boom. The smoke machines go off. Vampirus is there with her wings up, and she jumps down like so much Batwoman, and she starts walking in, and then a crate, like a coffin on a hand truck gets wheeled out, and there's a bunch of chains and stuff around it, and a couple of really nervous interns, and they pry it open with a crowbar, and inside is Katrina, and she's been like chained up inside the coffin.
Oh my god,
And
that's
so she
so
like
good.
starts clawing out, like thrashing against her chains, and the interns are like holding keys really nervously, like trying to go, and she like snaps at them. One of them like just jumps and throws the keys somewhere in the audience. And she is like useless, and just rips the plastic chains off the coffin, and comes into the ring dragging them. As she gets to the ring, she's like ripped the rest of the cuffs off, still in her like cool leather jacket with the red blood moon, and she pulls off and throws off the ring. So she's got the black halter top, the shredded jeans, the combat boots, and the half skull makeup. And that's their entrance.
It just gets more extra every time. I love it.
I didn't know that Death Warmed Over could be so hot, Rory.
It's steaming. It might force me to drink again.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. We should go now live to the ring to check out this incredible powerhouse, this meeting of the minds, this battle of the muscles. Rory, I'm not at this table by myself.
I thought you were onto something there. I was just going to let that play out. But yes, we have an amazing title match.
I'm on his mescaline.
Where the PWN Tag Team Championships are on the line. Blood Moon of Vampirus and Katrina Calavera taking on the Sorority Sisters, which is who's in the Sorority Sisters?
Iconic and Carmella Davis.
Iconic, Carmella Davis, amazing athletes. They led it in wrestling, That's what I picked up from their ring attire.
I thought you said it was their boyfriends' letter jackets.
I said nothing of the sort. I don't know any boyfriends. They have boyfriends. Ladies, do you have boyfriends?
We need to know down here on commentary.
This is for comment. I'm gonna go talk to him.
It's none of your business.
That's a very good point. Sorry, it's very progressive.
That's incredible. That is a very valid
point. For themselves these days, like they really, they take a lot of crap from men, but like these beautiful, these extremely talented individuals in the ring, it's none of our business.
Did you have any promo you wanted to do before the ring started, Simon, with Katrina or?
We obviously, I'm taking off my move Not of This World to add the casket match stipulation. So that same coffin that she ripped herself out of is wheeled ringside by the interns and left there as like that's the other win condition.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Cool. You are gonna start out with control. I hit the wrong button.
So I think to open it off, Katrina, they're just gonna like show off their gimmick for a second. They're just gonna like Katrina like bares her teeth and she gnashes, and Vampirus is like doing her crossed arms and like looming like yeah. And the audience is like boo boo, and then Carmella and Iconic look at each other and like roll their eyes like as if slap their hands together, like do a like cool like handshake thing, and then spin out. They do like a whole like magical girl twist kind of out, and as they get close, they do like a little pirouette, in sync, and that ends into synchronized, just like slaps,
I love it.
which send the two of them together. And as they're like stumbling around, they laugh and then work together to slam both of them on the ground, and like pull their hair back, and just like laugh and high five together.
So that's so them.
I want to wrestle with heat.
Okay,
on
cool.
that.
Works.
Blood Moon looking very slap happy after the sorority sisters tear into them with a terrifying assault there.
Katrina scares me.
You shouldn't be intimidated by powerful women, Rory. They're just like you and me.
That scares me.
I'm gonna give them control and take a momentum. So
All
I'm
right.
sitting on 5.
Okay,
Excuse me, my sciatica's acting up. I gotta get more water.
yeah. So, Iconic will be the person in, and Carmelo will head out, and so Iconic will be the. Is it all right? If I can find it, yeah, the legal wrestler, right? And then, do you have a peg on who you'd like to be the legal wrestler, or do you care?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so for right now, we'll have vampires be the legal wrestler.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, and so Iconic is going to kind of walk up to Vampirus, like push her up, look at her face, and go, you know, your makeup skills are really nice, but they could use a little work. And she'll kind of like kiss her on the side of the face, and then like smack her on the other side, and then take her and kind of try to flip her and put her in a submission. Vampirus like pushes against it a little bit, and it's a bit of a tussle until Vampirus flips her out of it and like takes it and does this like swooping gesture over her into like, I don't know. I kind of see Vampirus as kind of someone who like Mr. X. So does a swoop as though she's going to like punch her, but just like knees Iconic straight in the chest. Iconic doubles over, and Vampirus just pulls her down and like knees her to the face, and flips her onto the mat, and just stands with her stiletto right on her chest and says, "Oh, honey, you have no idea." And then it just proceeds, and she reaches out and tags in Katrina, and then cedes control to you.
Okay, so Katrina comes in and she says, "I'll show you some bad makeup," and reaches into her jean pocket and pops out like a red, like bright red, like fire engine red lipstick.
Oh, yes.
And she just goes to town, like she pins her down and just smears lipstick like all over her face.
Oh,
And she's
that's
like,
so mean.
"Is your foundation right?" "Oh, I'm sorry. Am I getting it in your eyeshadow?"
Oh, it's so mean.
"Here, let's get some wings on the eyeliner." Like smear. So she's just like covered in like goop. I want to spend 2 momentum to get a heat with them.
Yeah,
as
totally.
an underhanded move.
Yeah, I love it. It's so
Yeah.
good.
So I need some heat with them.
You know, makeup is a choice in most circumstances. No woman should ever feel like she has to wear it, but I feel like the competitors in the ring today are completely ignoring this advice.
Yeah, I think they're way overdoing it. That seems like not the best game plan for a wrestling match.
Flashy is good though. It sells the image. You gotta get your image out.
That's a good point. Flashy matters.
I would say don't look like a clown, but I used to actually know a guy named Mr. the Clown, and incredible performer. Came out of Houston. Mr. the Clown.
Mr.
Yes,
the Clown?
I am commentating here. You watch your wrestling match. I am commentating here. You watch your wrestling match. The crowd today, I swear, it's like full of children.
Whatever, Benny, you do what I want.
My asshole nephew. Don't even worry about it.
Mr. the Clown, he fought Bobby Jean Shart's Warshad, right?
That he did. At the Santa Fe, 1986, I believe.
It's a good match.
It was okay.
Oh wow! Did you see that? What just happened in the ring?
It's so good.
Sorry. Once I pop, I
Yeah,
can't
so like
stop.
somewhere, like I think the camera's been sitting on them for like a while, and we cut back, and it's just a completely different scene.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So who was in the? Was it Carmelo was in the ring, or is it? Iconic?
Iconique was in the ring.
Yeah.
And
Okay, so
and
it's
Katrina was smearing makeup all over
Right.
her face.
so Iconic is out, and
Okay.
Katrina's in, and she's been wrestling with Katrina this whole time.
Oh, Carmela.
so-
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Carmella's been like
Uh-huh.
wrestling the two, just grappling up,
Iconic is desperately trying to get the
just like smearing it off, right?
yeah, like, and it's like tinged red all over her face. Okay.
Yeah. So Katrina has like stunned Carmela just enough that she pulls the varsity jacket off and throws it over her neck and pulls it back and like shoves her knee into Carmela's back so that she's like on one knee and she's pulling back. She's like, submit. I'm wrestling with some power.
Yeah. Yeah. That seems about right to me.
Uh-huh. And because I'm physically dominating her. And my move is, it's fake, right? So it's a 9. I'll spend a momentum to bring it to a 10. Which means I hit it great, and I retain control, and can gain 2 momentum or +1 heat. I will gain another heat.
Nice.
So I think Carmela like finally like taps the mat enough times, and Katrina's like, all right, fine, lets go of the jacket and lets her fall to the ground. So she climbs up onto the ropes, and she's looking at everyone, and she just like starts bellowing, "These are your heroes? You come out to watch wrestling. You come out to watch people showcase their strength and power, not a bunch of stuck-up pretty girls walk around and put on a fashion show for you."
Oh, that's some good cheap heat right there.
Yeah.
Well done.
Bold words from an actual corpse.
Couldn't have said any better, Denny.
She jumps down and tags Vampirus back in, and she gives up control.
Carmela kind of looks as she tags it in and says, "We're more than just pretty girls," and goes for a full-on spear right into Vampirus.
Ooh.
Picks Vampirus up and does a complete suplex flawlessly.
Nice.
Just flawless.
Oh my God, Benny! She speared her like my dog catching a frisbee.
You throw your dog at frisbees? You're a weird guy, Rory. You're a weird guy. But again, the athleticism on display here, just showing that the sorority sisters, they're not just in college to increase the brains, they're increasing their muscles as well. I bet those girls play football.
And she literally just picks up Vampirus above her head and screams out, "You think that just because we're pretty we can't wrestle? Are you kidding me?" And she does.
Yes.
Flips upside down and drives her headfirst straight into the mat.
Oof.
And she's going to show you that she's a technician just as much as you are. And so it becomes this whole encounter of just like technical after technical after technical move. And she jumps up onto the top of the rope, tags Iconique. Iconique jumps up onto the top of the other turnbuckle. They both do crisscross, I think frog splashes, I think would be really cool. Frog splashes,
Yeah.
and both hit Vampirus right in the middle. Carmela's gonna roll out, and Iconic is gonna go in for the pin. What do you
Okay.
do?
I'm gonna go for the tag in, the hot tag.
I like it.
Yeah.
Love a hot tag.
Mm-hmm.
An incredible high-flying display. Clearly, maybe they let her in like gymnastic acrobatics.
I will hand control back to you, and you can make that hot tag move.
I was gonna say I
Yeah.
don't have the control. Okay. Tag your partner. Roll with heat with them. So I've got 4 heat with Vampirus.
Whoa.
Which you should. I mean, that makes sense.
We're zombie lovers.
Yeah.
It's true.
11. The tag is made, and you get a double team opportunity on the legal wrestler from the other team. Everyone on your team gains +1 momentum. The new legal wrestler from your team takes or retains control of the match. So I will retain control as the legal wrestler. We get a momentum.
So I think that she gets in a 2 count. And then
Yeah.
what does this look like? Yeah.
So she's being pinned.
Mm-hmm.
The Vampirus gets her arm like just out of the ring, far enough that Katrina can slap it, grabs it, and uses her hand to pull herself into the ring, like sliding under the ropes. And the two of them go for like a rising uppercut
Oh, nice.
at the same time to shove her off. And then both of them at the same time kick her across the mat onto the other side. And then Vampirus slides out. I think she goes for the jacket that's been on the ground this whole time. And she's like, it doesn't matter even if you can wrestle. You've shown that you have power. But what can you do when you still have a broken heart? And she rips the varsity jacket in half and throws the shreds back towards the sorority sisters. So I'm spending 2 momentum to gain an extra heat with them
I
as
love
an
it.
underhanded thing.
So good.
She's like, you can still walk away with your dignity intact if you let me tap you out.
Go, Fox. You had something you wanted to say?
Go for it.
No, sorry, there's suddenly a dog in the arena. I was a little worried there for a moment. Such an incredible display of disrespect on the part of it was Katrina, not Vampirus.
Katrina, yeah.
Katrina from the Blood Moon team, the sorority sisters. They're not going to easily recover from having their prized possession torn apart, torn asunder, ripped into shreds in front of them. I would be heartbroken. You work very hard for those jackets, Rory.
I think they can just pay another $250 and have them remade.
Listen, being a college student's very hard. It costs a lot of money, Rory. You know, I ran track, believe it or not.
Benny, that's miraculous, but they're professional wrestlers. I don't think they're actively going to college anymore.
That explains a lot of things, Rory.
So I think as it feels like the momentum has built to this point, one of the last things that she does is she's going to use stare down. So she's I think she threw one half of the jacket, and she's holding the other half of this crappy jacket, and gets right up in both of their faces, and just is holding it, and whispers, "Walk away." So I'm gonna roll with heat that I have, which is now +4. And that's 12.
Okay, but what does this do?
When you stare someone down, roll with heat with them. On a 10+, pick 2. On a 7 and 9, pick 1. Book the rest of the segment. Gain +1 heat with them. They gain +1 heat with you. Or gain +1 momentum. On a botch, they no-sell it and take control of the situation. So I already have max heat with them. I presume they already have max heat with me, but they're NPW, so it doesn't super matter. I'll take a momentum and book the rest of the segment.
Okay, they were booked to win.
Yep. So I'll use this to book us to win.
Okay.
But as we learned from last time, like I'm not gonna just roll through it. Like we'll still have to hit the finishing move.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna tell you is, they're gonna make a move right now, and then you can do whatever you want from there.
Yeah.
Will that work?
Do it. Do it.
Okay. So, Iconique is gonna grab the jacket.
Yep.
Look from you. Grab the jacket, and say, "Huh? You think you know us, don't you? But you know nothing." She takes the jacket, she tosses it, she turns, she lays one on Carmela Davis so hard, right in front of everybody, turns back around, broken heart my ass, and just comes at Katrina.
Yeah.
What do you do?
So she's just like charging me.
Yeah.
I think Katrina is gonna brace like a bullfighter, like, here you're coming, okay. And she like waits for her at the right second, and just grabs her at the last minute, and like bear hugs her, lifts her up, and then goes for like a spine breaker. I don't know what I'm doing there.
Probably a
I feel like
power
I'm
move.
wrestling. Yeah.
I would guess. Yeah.
Katrina looking
Yeah, 'cause,
confused,
like-
not sure what she's doing.
once she's got the spine breaker, like if it hits, she's gonna use that to just like, I'm gonna pick you up and huck you in the coffin.
Yep.
6.
Ooh.
Nah.
Interesting.
Oh, okay, that's because Benny will put you over, but if you want the botch.
It's up to you. Yeah, like,
You've been rolling hot fire. Let's take the botch.
yeah. You get countered. Give 1 momentum to your opponent. They immediately take control of the match. If you have no momentum, they still gain 1.
I'm trying to decide what I want to do with this. Because they're an NPW.
They can win. They can still take it.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I think it might be interesting,
Yeah.
but I want you to be okay with that. I don't want to take your
Oh
move
yeah.
from you.
No. Like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah. Totally.
Okay. I think it's interesting because of the botch. If you hadn't botched, I think.
Right. That would be like the
Yeah,
time. Right?
Yeah. I think that you go in for the spine breaker, and she folds, and I think that Katrina is kind of like doing her monster thing, and just like yelling at the crowd, like, "See, see,
Right. They're just a bunch of pretty butterflies.
Butterflies. They don't know anything. They're pretty girls can't do anything. They're not true. Blah blah blah. Whatever this like that she does." And Iconique slowly, hello cat. Iconique slowly, like, while Katrina is granting, will just slide over, tag Carmela, and they both come in, grab Katrina, throw her into Vampirus.
Ooh.
Like straight into Vampirus, knocking Vampirus down. Outside of the, I think outside of the ring, it gets really interesting. That it goes tumbling over, and they both go, "Not all lesbians look the same." And then they jump off the ring, grab Katrina, and toss her in the casket. Shut the lid, and those wrap the chains around and lock them. I think that's a good look.
That's so good because we have the like both sides of the the coin, as it were.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I cannot believe what I just saw.
Yeah. You know, what?
What?
What a progressive match we just held here in PWN.
Didn't we have 2 guys kiss in the ring once?
We are the most progressive wrestling promotion in the entirety of worldwide wrestling.
That is fantastic. That is factually correct. I can't words right now. People are saying things. I've got a lot of emotions. PWN, the Progressive Wrestling Network. I've been saying it for years. I will continue to say it for many years after. Then, now, eventually.
And your new champions, The sorority sisters.
They're not just pretty faces, folks. They are also pretty fists. And hell hath no fury like a lesbian scorned.
And I think that is where we'll go to break.
Perfect.
If you've enjoyed
Benny-
what you've seen here... Oh, go ahead.
These horns slap.
Don't know what that means, but if you hit me, Rory, I swear to God, I will put you out in one punch.
One
Don't tempt me.
punch.
Don't tempt me, Rory. Folks, if you've enjoyed... I can't keep doing the voice. Folks, if you've enjoyed what you've been seeing here today, stick around for just... We're going to be go down for a couple of minutes. You'll hear a quick word from our sponsors, from our lovely overseer, and... get yourself, if you would like to run wonderful music while you play your game, or have awesome dice rollers like my good friend here is using, Roll20.net is your one-stop shop for everything you need with RPGs. I know you're stuck in the house right now, you can't go outside, you need to pretend to be puppet wrestlers with your friends. Get your ass on Roll20. I need to set up the overlay so that it'll go over to the breaks thing. I got really excited. Let's go, folks. Stay tuned because the big main event match is yet to come. We'll be right back.
Us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a Tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or Tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
I didn't use the logo stinger, but we're back.
Hi! I had no warning either. That was fun. Usually I get a countdown.
And we're going live in 5, 4, 3.
Hi, everybody.
I'm so sorry.
Welcome to the party.
I guess we're back. I don't know how long we've been back or any of that, but woohoo!
No, we've been, we just,
Oh.
yeah. We have not been
Okay.
back, long. Anyway.
Okay, good. That's good. We're fine. It's good times. Woohoo! Oh wait, we've got to wrestlings. All right, we are almost at the championship, Mega AAA championship title match between Ron Steerling and the Cook. The Cook, what are you doing to prepare for the match?
The cook is actually going to prepare a nice meal where it has like a nice pan-seared chicken breast with some collard greens and also some mashed potatoes and also cornbread. And he takes the plate, he walks, and the camera's just like panning, trying to follow wherever the cook's going. And he's just walking through the entire establishment, and then ends up in the locker room where Ron is. And
okay, we're gonna pause for a second.
Yep.
As the cook opens the door, Ron is standing there with a Jemison's meat stick.
What a twist! Jemison's meat stick with a run-in.
Hey everybody, I'm Ron Steerling. You may not recognize me from PWN Presents Slaughter. I'm currently the AAA Mega Champion. And man, being a champion makes me hungry. When I'm not enjoying fine dining at Chili's or Applebee's, I'm snacking at home with my Jemison meat stick. Jemison meats. It's what I eat.
Okay, and then the commercial cuts.
Doing the rest of this episode with a protest.
And then the cook hands Ron an actual plate of real food.
Oh, thank God.
So good! So good!
I feel like we're bringing kayfabe for that.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you want, yeah. I feel like Ron needs to roll for that. That
Yeah.
seems a Ron breaking kayfabe moment.
Oh, thank God. 3 little words, man.
I got a 7.
You gain 2 momentum and you pick one.
What do I get to pick from? I don't have the
You
thing
can
open.
creative books you in a punitive match. The revelation loses you -1 heat with someone, or you lose someone's support backstage.
I don't have anybody's support. I will lose a heat with the cook.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because that was pretty funny.
Well, also you said Applebee's.
Yeah. Asshole.
He's a little insulted. Seriously, Applebee's.
It's what they wanted, and it points like upstairs to like management.
All right. Well, enjoy the meal. Look forward to our match tonight.
Hey, no hard feelings, man. But I'm gonna beat you tonight because I gotta keep this.
Well, whatever happens will happen, and Ron, despite everything that's happened between your injury and everything, I just want to say I respect you, and that I understand what you've been going through.
Well, I appreciate the kind words. It's refreshing to have somebody in my corner for a change.
Yeah, I know. It seems as if the whole place has been turned upside down. We got an undead walking out through the arena, and we have Ash being Ash.
Ashley's no threat. She's the same as she's always ever been. Oh, poor me. poor me. Poor Ashley. Never treated right. Always the bottom of the barrel. Last on the card. Given the second-rate championship.
Got it before you did.
She'll never be at my level.
Yeah, we'd never stoop so low.
Because you see, nobody can be me.
Oh,
Well.
man.
Did Ron just cut a promo on me? Like,
Yep.
did that just
Yep.
We totally did. He just got a promo on you. I need you to really cut that promo. Oh my god. Ron just totally cut a promo. That was so good.
That is a 9.
Okay, so you can pick one. Make creative, book you in a match. You can add a stipulation to a relevant match, gain +1 momentum, or gain +1 heat with the subject of your promo, which would be Ash.
I will take the momentum.
Okay.
I'm already at 4 heat with her, and I have all the stipulations that I want.
All right. I think it's a good place to end it, and we will move to the ring. Behind the announce table are Benny Templeton and Ramiro Rodioso.
I'm calling a second match today?
That's right. Whether or not it was scheduled or not, this is the way things are shaking out. But I couldn't be happier to be sharing the table with yet another legend of the promotion and the sport. Benny, it's incredible. We've seen a lot today. Fur has been flying. Tears have been shed. Blood is clearly on everybody's lips, and we're ready to tear into the real meat and potatoes here today for PWN. Ron Steeling against the Cook. The championship is on the line.
Amazing stuff. You know, you always hope you live to see these kinds of matches, to see these kinds of days. You know, sometimes you wake up in the morning and you're just not sure, like you're gonna make it, but you do, and you do it to see incredible events, like the main event we've got tonight. The Cook, Ron Steerling, a reason to keep living.
Yes, absolutely, Benny. Couldn't have said it better myself. Truly not
dog in
tinged
you?
at all with dark subtext. Yes, the crowd is barking for action, and that's exactly what everyone's gonna they're gonna get.
I think some of them might be literally balking. We should probably call security. Wait a minute! I hear music. That's the Cook's music, and here he comes right now!
So the Cook is gonna come out with is actually you see the smoke kind of building up from the backstage, and you wait for a few seconds, it's not there, and then on the screen pops up, and you see a video of a food truck driving up to PWN, and the door opens up and more smoke billows out, and the Cook comes out with a meat hook and a large slab of beef behind him, and he's not having his chef's coat with him, and he has his shorts and his boots, and he's just walking straight in. The camera stops, and then you just see the Cook with this large slab of beef on a meat hook coming out one-handed, and literally just chucks it to one side of the stage, and then gets onto the ring.
I'm assuming still followed by Olive Oil.
Oh yes, Olive Oil's still there.
Okay, No, Olive Oil has changed her clothing. She was kind of in a chef's assistant outfit. Now she's kind of wearing the Cook t-shirt and like jean shorts and boots up to her knees, and she's kind of like, her hair's kind of down, and she's just more chill.
Oh yeah.
But she still has her clipboard. That's important.
I'm trying to see, maybe I'm gonna do this as a feat of strength.
I like it.
For that slab of beef. Let's see what we got. And I got a -1 to power. This should be fun. Ooh. I still got an 8. So I gain 1 momentum, and I guess either the opponent, I guess the creative can choose 1. So you can choose to do it.
It's a little harder
It's a little harder.
Yeah. The audience notices that like you like try to make it look easy, but it's a little effort.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the cook, is after a namesake. So it kind of looks more like a bit that your namesake would do rather than like an amazing feat of strength, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cook coming out, swinging wild, swinging his meat, throwing it out in the ring. He's gonna put somebody's eye out with that thing.
That's right. But whether or not that's going to go any further than the implications that perhaps are being tossed around, the cook is absolutely bringing the heat into the kitchen of the ring. He's gonna really spice it up, and we'll see if he'll be able to successfully pickle and brine Ron Steerling, the Prince of Fab.
I do want to note that there's a special guest in the audience who is wearing the cook shirt and is holding a sign that says "Go the Cook," and it is the Chad
Yeah.
in the front row of the audience, just like cheering on the cook.
It looks like
And
we
just
got
look at that. No, it's after you.
It's a special visitor, Ramiro. Can you believe it? We should pay a little bit of respect here. Fantastic wrestler, Chad Kama, the gracing our presence here today at the PWN here in the PNW. An amazing performer, an amazing athlete, and an amazing friend showing up for the cook today.
That's right. The cook clearly getting a lot of moral support here from the Chad. I think the audience is happy to see it. I know that we're happy to see it here. It's been an honor to have the Chad as a guest on the promotion before, and we're looking forward to many other future crossovers with other fantastic representatives of the sport.
And also, if they could kiss in the ring again, that'd be fantastic. I think that'd be great. It didn't bother me. I thought it was great.
Not at all. Very forward thinking.
The Chad.
And there it
grab
is,
it.
a preview of future romance. But there's no time for watching trailers because the main event is coming down the aisle right now.
Here
It's
he
Ron
is.
Steerling, the Prince of Fab.
The Prince of
Everyone,
Fab.
get ready because here he comes.
I'm ready.
The golden boy of the promotion, bringing with him his biceps and his triceps and his leg muscles too, which sometimes also get a workout.
You think he waxes those abs?
God, I wish. They're clearly polished.
Ron comes down the ramp. He is accompanied by the Better Buffett Bureau and Kimberly Price.
Kimberly, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still wearing the Pray for Ron shirt.
Yeah.
The
She's
really
wearing the
tight crop top, pray for
Yeah.
Ron shirt.
Ron, underneath his over-the-top jacket, is wearing a shirt, his brand new shirt that's available on pwnshop.com, which says "You Can't Be Me."
And literally under it, there's this little banner that says AOL. What was it?
Keyword.
AOL keyword
Keyword PWN.
PWN.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gets up on the ropes and kind of plays the audience for a second. Hops down, hands the championship to the ref, so the ref can do his "This is for the title" thing, and goes over to shake the cook's hand.
Yep. The cook will also shake Ron's hand, and with a smile, and he looks at him. May the best man win.
Can you get a little more on the mic, Jackie? You're a little quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Thank
That
you
better?
much. We will find out. Please continue.
All right, cook. See if you can bring the heat.
Well, I brought the truck, so let's see if we can. All right. So who has control?
I'm gonna start because Ron is the champion. I'm gonna
Mhm.
give Ron control to start with.
Sure.
They're circling each other, but they both know that this match cannot begin until that 16-year-old over there wakes up and hits the damn bell.
There's the bell.
It already rang, dude.
The bell rang.
I didn't hear the bell. I didn't hear the bell. And I want it pointed out that the audience also did not hear the bell.
Okay, I'll do it again.
It doesn't matter. I don't know why they can't hear the bell. There's any of a number of reasons
there's
why
the bell.
that's not happening.
There's the bell.
Ding ding. My apologies to create.
Ron will lock up with the cook and use his vastly superior upper body strength to overpower him, taking the cook to a knee. And then we'll kind of reverse it, like roll his arm around and put him in an arm bar, trying to put pressure on him. So I'm going to roll work.
Perfect.
I got a 7.
Okie doke.
So I'm gonna give opponent control and take that momentum.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So you have him in a lock right now. So the cook's gonna break out of the lock, and then he's going to grab Ron by the abs and try to push him towards the ropes, and there's gonna be some resistance because Ron's been working those calf muscles by arm curls, and he gets pushed back into the ropes for a bit, and Ron then grabs the cook grabs the cook and tries to basically do a reverse and try to slam him down for a suplex, and which he does, but as soon as he lands, the cook uses his feet to basically wrap Ron's to cause him to turn down, and tries to go for a quick pin, but gets a one tap in before Ron breaks out, and then the cook has his arms wrapped around Ron for what is it? A field Nelson?
Full Nelson. Yeah.
Full Nelson. Thank you. So we're gonna go for work, I think, on this one as well. Okay, I got an 8. So I will also gain 1 momentum and get back to Ron.
Okay. So Ron kicks out of this pin, gets put into a Phil Nelson, and instead of trying to like fight out of it, he'll like drop his legs out from underneath him, making both of them fall to the mat, trying to essentially putting the cook into like a neck breaker type of thing to break it. From there, we'll roll back out onto his feet. We'll lift the cook off the mat and then throw him into the ropes. We'll let him spring off the rope, come back at him, and is going to hit him with a clothesline.
Another work, I'm assuming.
Yep.
A classic move for a classic entertainer and a classic performer.
I rolled a 13.
Holy shit.
So it's a new classic now.
Yeah. So I'm going to gain a heat with the cook and retain control.
Okay.
So I hit him with this absolute massive clothesline. I imagine the cook sells it really well and like flips in the air before.
I love it. Yeah.
Before landing. Ron is still wrestling in his shirt. You can get on using keyword PWN on AOL. He takes off his shirt and throws it into the crowd, and then goes and picks up the cook off the ground and hits him with a DDT.
Nice.
Again, rolling work. I got an 8, so I will add to my momentum pool and hand it back to the dude.
Okay. Look at this absolute athleticism, whether he's selling merch or selling his incredible feats of strength. Ron is clearly one of the athletes to watch in PWN. Can the cook recover from this incredible onslaught?
You should definitely keep your eyes on him because clothes are flying out of the arena at a high velocity. That cannot be sanitary, Ramiro.
So the cook gets back up, staggering and looking as if he's been spun around a lot, which he probably has been. kind of looks up to Ron for a minute, and he's actually going to start pulling off. He's going to start actually throwing some wide shots around Ron to try to, and Ron's going to block each of the hits to his face. And what's going to happen is that after a few swings, the cook is going to do a kick straight at the chest to knock Ron down, and then the cook's going to quickly grab Ron's feet and swing him down to the edge of the apron, and quickly go in for an elbow drop.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
It's good shit.
We're gonna try to make it look good, so I'm gonna do it with heat this time. And so since Ron made me lose the heat earlier, I only have a +2 now.
The cook bringing out his elbow, dropping it like it's hot.
Ooh, 13. So yeah, okay. Let me see here. So
You guys
13,
are rolling so good today, for the most part.
for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. There's been some good botches in the middle, but like, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna retain control and build heat with Ron.
No, I like it. Yeah.
Try to get a little bit in. It doesn't quite land straight for like the square in the chest. It kind of goes more for like the side of one of his abs, and so it kind of just slips off a little bit. And so Ron just quickly, as he takes the hit, he uses that to wrap quickly over the cook and tries to go for a pin. Wrapping his legs across his chest, but the cook manages, after about 2 taps, manages to break out of the legs, and basically will, since they're both on the ground, the cook's gonna try to get back up really quick and go for a I think he's gonna try to go for a pale driver since Ron is still on the floor, and grab him.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Oh, I forgot earlier. My move triggered for that elbow drop, so I get a +1 audience now. So I'm at 4.
Okay.
The audience loving an elbow drop.
And
Chad very excited.
Yep, the chat is very excited.
so I got and I rolled plus. I'm gonna roll plus work this time.
Okay.
And I got a 9.
Okay.
So I will take the momentum and give it back to Ron.
Okay. So Ron kind of stands up a little dazed, looks over at the cook and kind of shakes out some cobwebs and points directly at him and goes, "You can't be me."
Oh my god.
And then hits him with the Ron Sterling patented super kick.
Oh my god.
Patented super kick. There you
Are
go.
you rolling plus look then? Was this your gimmick?
Yes, I am.
Oh god.
So I rolled an 11 plus my look of 2, so 13. Let's see here. I'm gonna take the 2 momentum and retain control. The kick is absolutely devastating. So after the kick, I'm going to try and pin him. It's gonna go to like a 2 count before the cook kicks out. And once out of it, I'm gonna kind of like gather myself up again for a quick moment, calling for the cook to stand up. And then I would like to, once the cook's back up on his feet, I'm going to push him into the corner, and I'm going to hit him with one of the cook's moves. I'm going to hit him with the sunny side suplex.
Oh.
Not only is Ron bringing out the incredible tagline for the new cross promotion between the Street and PWN, but now, by God, he's using the cook's own moves against him.
He wouldn't dare. He wouldn't
Is this one
dare.
of your special moves, Ron, or?
No, this is
Oh,
just
okay.
yeah.
So then you're doing okay. I just
Yeah,
didn't know.
there's something I'm doing. Yep.
Little thing called role playing.
I
Yeah.
was making sure. I didn't know. I just gotta make sure I don't know everybody's moves.
Yeah. I don't have that many moves. I think I have the fewest moves out of everybody.
Yeah, okay, fair.
He's not a man of many moves. He's got to get him where he can. And the cook has a veritable pantry full of incredible moves.
So I'm gonna call that rolling as real, since I'm using somebody else's move. So that's gonna be a 10. I rolled 2 5s.
Nice.
Thief in the night.
And I can't do anything except for taking the.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't get heat because that would have been a good heat move.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I just have an absurd amount of momentum right now. After doing that,
you could burn them for the babyface to build some heat if you want.
Well, he's got the heat. That's the thing.
I have the heat.
Oh, you have the heat. Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 4 heat with you. I dropped it to 3 before the match and then immediately got it back.
Okay.
I am going to. Okay, this is even better. I'm going to pick the cook up off the ring, and I'm going to look at like put him in like partial hold, kind of like Triple H used to do before you hit the pedigree, where you put him in the move that you're about to do, and I'm going to call for a mic.
Oh, you asshole!
Somebody's going to call.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Somebody's like one of the teenagers is going to toss him a microphone.
Yeah.
And he goes, "This is for you, Ash," and then going to throw out the mic out of the ring, and I'm going to hit the cook with the Rising Phoenix.
Oh! Shit! Just remember, you can run in. I just want to remind you, that is a thing.
I'm waiting to find out how the match is booked.
So that is going to be a 9.
I'll put you over.
So Ron hits like a move that hasn't been seen yet in PWN, and it's absolutely devastating to the cook. And the cook is just laying crippled on the floor. And Ron is going to do a gloat cover where he's just going to cover him with his foot while standing over him.
I think that's more interesting that I don't tell you who's booked to win, but I tell you that it looks like Ron is going to win.
Okay.
I think that's more interesting.
If you would like, I could describe what the Rising Phoenix is.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Sure. It basically, so it starts with an Irish whip. They go to the other side. You bounce back off the rings yourself. As they're coming at you, you run at them and then leap forward, grabbing their forehead right about here, and you ride that all the way down
to
the mat.
Yeah.
It's like a head slam, choke slam thing.
So good.
That's perfect.
I need to put you over, Benny. Wait, he's not stealing from the cook. He's stealing from... And I want to run in.
Yeah.
Ash wants to run in so bad.
Okay, just a second.
It's a Phoenix move. The disrespect is incredible. But by God, speaking of Phoenix, there comes Ash, thundering down the ramp.
I'm assuming you wanted to run as Ash, not Phoenix, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Chainwave overlay. There we go. Boom. We're not going to use the fanciness because I got to roll dice. I rolled a hot 7. What if I get on a 7?
7 plus heat for the run-in.
All right, here we go.
Do you have more momentum? Don't forget, you can use momentum on anything.
I do. How much momentum have I got right now? I have no momentum.
Oh, okay.
I got kind of rocked by that Buppet.
Okay.
Can I put you over on a run-in?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's a hot angle.
I love it.
It's incredible. Ron Sterling is stealing left and right from everybody. Was someone that we would have all expected to have known better than that. Certainly, having taught all the fine monsters from the street that stealing is always wrong. And so here he is, trying to bring back Phoenix's move. But Phoenix is dead. There's only Ash, and she's here, rising up from the dirt and from the soil, and ready to burn the whole place down.
Oh, God. Okay, reading the run-in moves is always so confusing. So on a 10+, I pick...
Yep.
And it's...
And it's
Attack
from
them
the
in the
list.
ring, resulting in their opponent getting DQ'd. So this would be if I'm going after Ron.
I get DQ'd.
Yeah.
You get DQ'd. Okay, that's no good. Don't want that. Damn it. 'Cause I want him to get DQ'd. Well, actually, hang on. On a DQ, does that keep the title?
Your
from changing hands,
interference
though?
doesn't change the result of the match, but you can book in a match. I think might be more interesting. I think I would go with that one for this.
Books the two of you now. That's the thing is we're already booked in a match though, because Ron did that at the
Yeah.
top of this episode. Is he made sure that the two of us are booked in a match?
But I think you can add a stipulation.
You know, what'd be really cool.
Yeah, hit me.
Champion versus champion. The winner becomes the double champ.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna take your interference doesn't change the results of the match, but creative books the two of you in a match. Later in this episode with air quotes.
Yeah. Later in this game.
Ash, I think as you're doing like the 1, 2, and he's getting counted out, Ash just runs in and like slingshots over the rope and plows into Ron like right before the 3 count happens. I know that I taught you everything you know about this sport. I didn't think I taught you to be a thief, though, Ron. You want your match? You get it. And that little belt of yours over there? Bring out mine! Nobody comes out. Okay, well, I have one, and nobody was gonna help me.
I'm assuming you're wearing it.
Oh, am I just wearing it?
Yeah. You're the champion. You always wear the belt.
Always, all times? Okay.
Yeah.
So, did I just, like, rip it off my waist? Like, throw it onto the ring in front of Ron? You and me. Next week. We settle this. And she stands there waiting for a rebuttal.
A mic seemingly flies out of nowhere that Ron catches. You're on. Champion versus champion, and Ron will take his title and throw it on top of Phoenix's.
Oh shit.
Winner takes all. I'm coming for all the gold. And then he's going to like turn his vision away from Ash, like at the camera that's like watching them in the ring, and get super close. That goes for you too, Katrina, because my name's been in your mouth this whole time. I'm going to find a partner, and after I take Ash's title, then we can settle our business. And maybe by then you'll have your tag titles back. You lost them much sooner than I was anticipating. And is going to throw the mic down.
As he comes away from his little side to the camera, I bring up my belt, beat him in the face with it.
Nice. And just bounce.
My own belt.
Yeah.
It'll be waiting. I drop it in the ring and walk out.
I mean, assuming you take your belt with you, nerd.
I think it'd be better if you hit Ron with his belt and took your belt and left.
And took your belt.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so good.
Yeah.
Whap. And then the ref
you know,
grabs
yeah,
the belt
whap.
and pulls it out
I'll
of
be
the
back
ring.
for this.
I feel the need to now tell you at this moment that the cook is booked to win this match. Have at.
So after Ron gets,
Ron has some options that he can use
some
to
options.
do whatever he wants.
Ron is immediately going, after getting hit, is going to roll out of the ring
Uh-huh.
and is going to take a count out to retain his title.
Oh, what a dick move.
Yep.
Roll plus audience.
There
What
you
an
go.
asshole.
Wow. Well, that's the champion's advantage right there.
Yep.
It's an 11.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, you get to add a stipulation to the rematch. You get one momentum.
To the rematch, I will add the stipulation of
I think it would be interesting that if you win, the cook has to be your tag team champ.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Nice.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good shit.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's hot.
That's so hot. Okay.
Wait a minute. He's getting out of the ring. He's not getting. He took a powerful blow, but he's not getting back into the ring to continue the match with the Cook. The referee is counting. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Ramiro, are you seeing any of this? I can't. My eyesight's not so good.
I'm seeing it, but I'm having trouble processing it. It's just been an incredible upset from Ash's thunderous appearance to this whole scenario now. And I think that there's the bell. And I think that everyone in this whole arena is just as stunned as we are.
That's incredible. The Chad looking devastated.
Well, the Cook wins. It just doesn't get the championship.
Oh, well, yeah, because he doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, his good friend returning from this victorious, but without the belt. What does it even mean? What? Yes, friend. His extremely close friend. Are we allowed to say lover on the air? I don't know. Listen, I don't want to presume their situation. I've kissed plenty of people that I'm not in love with.
That's right. Well, we're all just very good friends here at PWN. Some of us closer than others. But it's regardless. The taste of victory may be bittersweet, but it's still there nonetheless.
I thought Ron was a stand-up guy. This is
Ron.
this
How
is...
do you just leave the ring?
Yeah, Ron leaves the ring. Yeah.
The Cook's music plays. What does the Cook do? You won, but you don't have the championship.
The Cook kind of gets up, like, just so confused with everything, and he's just like looking bewildered, and just like goes and grabs the slab of beef, but he doesn't lift it over his shoulders anymore. He just drags this. He
drags it out.
Just drags it out, like his head is down and everything.
And Chad's gonna jump the barrier and just run up and put his arm around the Cook and walk out with him.
Yeah. That's so good.
And then we just get I love the Cook's music. Anyway. And then we just get
good choice.
And then we just get a close up of Alistair in his office. Fingers steepled like this again. Not his office. He doesn't use his office anymore because he likes to fuck with Ash.
Secret lair.
It's a secret lair with this camera, with this video monitors. Because I like to make him creepy. It's more fun that way. He's just looking and going. I knew that when I started this, we would go far. But this is magic. And then just really grin, this creepy fucking grin on his face. And then you get, this has been PWN Presents Slaughter live from Vancouver, Washington on KPTV 12, 3 p.m. Sundays. Join us next week. That was fun.
Yes, it was. It's over.
Oh, that was a blast.
Oh, so
good.
great.
It's so good.
Big shout out to Simon for doing
The
all the Muppets.
Holy shit. That is like some serious.
Oh,
Well
my
done.
Goodness.
Well done.
Goodness gracious me. That was just... Ash may have been incensed a bit, but damn it. That was fantastic. That was fabulous. I could
Such
not
good
have asked
shit.
for a better...
I never thought
Thank you
Ron
so
would
much for
go. I never thought Ron would go the full asshole Cena route. Like taking all of the bad Cena shit and none of the good Cena shit. I feel like he's just taking all of the bad John Cena shit and none of the good.
yeah,
Just none of the good.
it's true. Just wait till he comes out rapping.
Oh my god.
Oh gods.
Oh gods. Oh gods. It's gonna happen.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if we
Straight
can handle that.
Blissonomics.
Oh my.
Got to suplex a boulder, save a bunch of meddling kids.
I get that reference. I understood that one. This was fantastic.
right.
This was
utterly-
great.
This is so good. Now
Yeah.
I feel like we need to have a show that's just puppet wrestling at some point. Like just puppet wrestling. So we're gonna figure that out sometime. But anyway, end of
Sure.
episode. Any character loses 1 heat with any character they didn't have a segment with or otherwise significantly interact with during the episode.
I am at 0 heat with Katrina.
Katrina.
I dropped a 0 with Diesel. Did I have? I went to Alistair McCormick III's office, but
No,
Alistair
you
McCormick
you
III
have
wasn't
beef with
there.
Alistair. I feel like he called you to his office to meet Bosco the Grump.
Okay.
That you will always have ongoing heat with Alistair unless I tell you differently, because that is what's happening. He's fucking with you. He put you in a match
Oh, I'm
with a
aware.
puppet. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got thoughts.
Yeah.
And then does my run-in count as having an interaction with the cook? Because like I didn't even acknowledge. He was like out on the mat. So
No, I don't think so.
I dropped 3 heat with the cook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hachi machi.
Oh man. So I think I did hit for audience, so I do get an advance after this. So I get
Smurf,
that.
did
yeah,
you
that
hit
drops
for
me down to
audience as
3.
well?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm
but
still. I'm at 3.
Yeah.
I just
Three-
wanted to know. So Simon drops to 3 audience, but you get the
Yep.
advance. Jackie, you're top of the card, just so we know who's
Yep.
top of the card.
Mhm.
Okay, and then nobody has 0 audience, so
No.
you're good.
No.
Quite the opposite. There's a bevy of audience to go around.
We are gonna have a new promotion, and you're gonna have more monies, which is perfect because we're getting into the finale, and the finale is
Word.
gonna be big, y'all. It's gonna be
Yep.
big.
Yep.
I'm
Wrestle
glad
on
that
the wing of
you
an airplane.
pushed that food truck because that's coming out in the finale. Coming into this, yeah, I'm so excited.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's
I
go
think it was a
around.
good time to bring it out now.
Yeah, good shit. So excited. Let's go around, introduce yourselves, where we can find you on the internet, and that fun stuff. Fox.
Hey folks, I remain Fox Barrett at Fox_Barrett on Twitter, where you cannot find me because I am bummed out and don't want to look at Twitter right now. But if you're not following me on Twitter, it's okay because you can still follow me on the internet by watching various streams I'm in as I fill time while my notes load. Here we go. I'm on PWN Presents Slaughter. You already know what it is. I am also part of our weekly Riffs game, Blood, Dirt, and Chrome, Tuesday nights here on the channel. And I am the executive producer of SideQuest, our weekly one-shot series every Monday night. You can also find me over with Devils Like Gaming at twitch.tv/Devils Like Gaming as part of their Deadlands campaign, Hell's Coming With Me. Normally we would have a game tonight, but unfortunately due to a bevy of health issues, we had to cancel tonight's game, so hope to see you next week, partner. Beyond that, I've got like just a grip of other things coming down the pike, but I can't talk about like anything yet. So stay tuned for more details, as they probably don't involve puppets, but at this point I rule nothing out. That's me.
Sure. Simon.
Hello, I'm Simon. You can find me on Twitter and on itch at Lucha Libris. I am here every week at 3 o'clock playing this game. Also on Sundays on So Many Games channel, we'll be doing a Dragonlance game starting next week
Hopefully.
with a few fine folks from this game. We'll see what happens. On Thursdays, I'm on Scraticus Academy playing Blades in the Dark at 2:30 in a game called Secrets of Duskfall. And on Wednesdays in May, so it's a while off, but I am recruiting for a Monster of the Week game called Unnatural Disasters. It's a little bit Hellboy, it's a little bit XCOM. If you are a BIMPOC player and you're on the Discord, get at me. I would love to have you at the table. In a week, I open up the table to everybody else. I am also a voice actor on the Penumbra Podcast, a queer sci-fi and fantasy audio drama. You can check that out at the Penumbra Pod on Twitter. And this little guy and Belmo were both made by my girlfriend. You can follow her at Puppets Roll Dice on Twitter. You should definitely check them out. We're going to do more stuff with these guys in the near future.
And this is the perfect time to catch up on the Penumbra Podcast. If you haven't,
You should listen
Just-
to it.
just telling you, it's good shit. Anyway,
It's good.
it's good shit.
I'm in-
Smurf.
Jerks
I'm
about
in this
that
picture
guy.
and I don't like it.
Hi, everybody. My name's Smurf, and I wish that I had a puppet because I think I need that in my life. You can find me on the internet at DSC_Smurf. That's the best place on Twitter specifically to figure out where I'm going to be. I stream a lot of D&D and RPGs in general, like 12 out of 14 days in a 2-week period, including this show, a Friday game on Welcome to the Party RPG. I'm also on Dumpstat Charisma and Soul Bear RPG. So come check me out there. It's okay. It's fine. The dot, it matters a lot.
So
rip
please,
the bot, by the
donate
way.
freely.
Yeah. So come watch me play. Yeah, come watch me play D&D and all kinds of stuff. I'm usually the cause of a lot of shenanigans. So.
Yes.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
I didn't invite you to this game for any reasons whatsoever. What are you talking about? Anyway, and Jackie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jackie. You can find me on Twitter at DeathByMage. I most of the time am secretly writing a lot of D&D RPG stuff and screaming into the infinite void about it, and also probably sometimes occasionally on Twitter, probably being a lich. And you can find all my wonderful things on the DMs Guild. You can also check out the upcoming Unbreakable anthology that will be coming out relatively soon. Please keep informed about that. That is our Pan-Asian D&D anthology that is written by Asians, writers and artists. So we can't wait to show that sucker out. It's coming out soon, and I mean that really soon with a TM. So just follow me and keep up with the updates, and yeah, you'll see everything else there.
I'm excited. And I'm Kate. I go by Mia Benair on the Twitters, which I have also been eschewing because of life. And I play with this great group on Sundays. I play with Fox on Tuesday nights over on Rifts, Blood, Dirt, and Chrome. And I will also be in the super fun game with So Mighty Games, where we play the Dragonlance. And I got some of the books from the library Overdrive, so I finally can read them. I'm super stoked. Yay! So that's what's going on. And I have some other stuff coming down the pike that I'm super excited about as well. I also make things on the internet, like this overlay and other things like that. So if you're needing stuff, like maybe you want to start streaming because you're at home, so why not? And you need a cool overlay, hit me up. I can make deals for you. We can work things out. Let me know. I'm at Mia Midair Design. Oh, thanks, TBM. You're the best. Design.com. You can check it out. Anyway, that's all I got. We need to shout out the Patreon peoples.
We super do. If you donate, I believe it's $10 or more to the Welcome to the Party Patreon, you get your name said in a video live on the internet. It's every dream you've ever had come true. You too can be like Jack C, Donald G, Nerdy T, and Michelle E. Everyone, thank you so much for the money that you bring to this situation. I'm gonna stop booking rhymes now because what we're gonna do is go raid. We are gonna raid G Game Knights, who are currently playing a little game called Deadlands. Pew pew, y'all. It's got cowboys, it's got zombies. You need both those things in your life because COVID is keeping you inside your house, and it's sad now. So why don't you go give them a big, wonderful welcome to the party welcome, and we will catch you next week, brother. Just as soon as, hang on, I gotta find the button. Here you go. Next week, brother.